Thank you, Morty, and welcome to the Diomic Army.
Welcome in, Morals. This is your Demon Lord, Draco Sahak. Here today we are going to continue ServantFest, which are currently right now at section, more section 3. Also, I apologize for being a bit late. I forgot to charge my tablet. But yeah, anyway, let's see. Alright, let me turn the thing on. Okay, there we go. But yeah, we're going to continue up until the time gate, which is actually section 4, so Alliance Strikes Back, 1 of 2, 4. ServantFest, Day 2 afternoon. Anti-ServantFest Alliance leader Garing. Mordred. Happy infiltrate. Although, come to think of it, I thought Mordred would be probably on board since it's her dad and everything. But then again, it's her rebellious nature, so where we find ourselves. A Dodosian battle based on the Normalization Committee and the Anti-ServantFest Alliance. Oh man, I thought we were going to go to war, not compete to see who can make them more popular Dodosian. What's wrong with that? A popularity contest is just what we need. Man, this reminds me of all the fights I got the incident with the Shigara school. So the community wants to fight a battle not with force, but through ServantFest itself. Oh, really like them. Yeah, it is rare for rulers to recognize the rebel elements. Foes. It's foes on equal footing. These conditions seem pretty fair too. Do you hear that? Somebody sounds like everyone's on board with this plan. Well, yeah, nothing but the best of the best here. Alright then. Does that mean we can count on you to have the Dojo ready for the final battle in 5 days? Not a chance. Rip. Well, that was actually pretty short. Compared to everything else, that was, everything else was, pretty long. I guess we summoned right out of the gate. Well, I suppose less summoned and more fun on our faces. Well, hey! Well, they do make a good point. I get where they're coming from. Honestly, I do not see how they can hope to beat there's an obvious passion for the Artoria genre when they are totally unfamiliar with it themselves. Thanks, these people are also experienced with making the ocean, and they are just intimidated by Urandone's book. Just how good is it? Is there really that much of a difference? I would think any book assigning singing my king's praises would be a masterpiece. Oh yeah, there's a difference. Every career's got their own strengths and weaknesses, right? I mean, just imagining an adventurer like me making a book about King Ar... Shit. That's crazy enough to work with. And all the thought alone makes me want to throw up in my mouth a little. Gotta love Salt. Her relationship with Salter. I'm pretty sure any club would be happy to try their hand and make an editorial book, but making one exclusive about a pure vicious King Arthur is a whole new can of worms. Alright, the shock's worn off and I'm done playing the crabs on the beach. So, now Blackbeard, I'm going to go back and hide out and see if we can't figure out another way to beat your gonna do it. You got your own stuff to do, Rakosak. Well, let us know if you can make any headway. Come on, Blackbeard. Brainstorming session is today. You suggest we visit a wise Otaku Holy Land, the Alamona Center. Although now I think of it, the poster for Lancelot is actually looks good. Although 10 is probably a bit too much. No, we've been walking all day, so you should take an hour or so to rest on the beach. I'll go ask around and see what I can find out in the meantime. When I get back, let's fill Mash and Lancelot in our real mission. Real mission? What is she talking about, Senpai? I'll be damned. I remember hearing you had a duty to fill back in the hotel. I never would have guessed it would involve so ServantFest authority and a singularity that confronted all of humanity if left unchecked. I'm truly ashamed of my behavior thus far. I know I used for someone's glory at the airport to match the tropical atmosphere, but here on I will treat this mission with utmost seriousness. So that's why we didn't hear BBC show excited announcements this time. In that case, I can definitely understand why the normalization committee would be a suspect. Much about them? Yes, you could say that. I visited their headquarters when they tried to recruit me. See that big building over there on the coast? That's the normalization committee's HQ. The exterior may be distinctive, but inside it's just a tropical office building. Everyone who works there is really nice too. So while I feel kind of bad for Alliance saying this, the committee just doesn't strike me as bad people. If that's how you feel, Mesh, then trust yourself. Never feel bad about following your gut. Besides, I agree. I sense nothing evil from the feeling whatsoever. Thank you, Lancelot. Still, I can't just forget about the Alliance and the committee's competition. I just hope someone can come up with a good idea of what will let them venture into the unknown genre. Do you know that person over on the beach, Senpai? They've been watching us for a while now. Is Oberon? Oberon! There's a lot of butterflies. Oh, I'm sorry you mistook me for someone else. Anyway, I need to get going now, so... Wait, you're a potential subject too. I meant to stop by this side for a little while. I'll follow the lock running into you here. Well, at least the Artaria is in here now, so I guess that's good. Alright, I guess the jig's up then. Hi there, everyone. It's me, Oberon, the Fairy King, appearing incognito. Gosh, you don't just love summer. It's great. All this heat really makes you feel different. Even makes ice pops taste better. Oh, this is a cheap melon bar I bought at the shop over there. You can have some if you like. I'm so surprised that you see here too, Oberon. I thought you hated summer. Who told you that? Summer is the season when life shines brightest. Even the insects have been looking forward to this festival for a long time. As the King of the Fairies, I never publicly declared that I hate it. Hey, Jacko, how goes it? Oh wait, was it Morgan? She's definitely not my my biggest fan. Yeah, mostly because everything that comes out of your life is lies. Well, that's okay. No need to trouble myself about cleaning up the misunderstanding. More importantly, overheard you talking about something pretty unsettling. Something about this singularity being a threat. Well, you see. I don't know if we should be trusting Oberon with this. Work, eh? So that's why you're here. Man, you just can't catch a break, can you? It's downright bizarre how much the trouble seems to love the dodging at every step. You have a confession to make? You watched Megamind 2 today? Oh god. I feel sorry for you. Well, I suppose it is a fate that we ran into each other like this. I am your friend, so it's only right that I help you out. You said that you were looking for a way to motivate the close, right? Then I might be able to offer some advice. Really? Really, but first let's have some fun. You know how a picture's worth 1,000 words? Well, experiencing it for yourself won't be faster than listening to lectures, so it's also more fun. Oh god, now we have to put Bash in the party. But yeah, how bad was it for you, Jackal? For Megamind 2. Oh, I said it wasn't that bad. Where are you getting this up? Okay, when allies excluding yourself is on the field. Is it weird? Do all of them have the Akache on them? What the fuck? Question probably what the... Well, like I said, it was a sign. So wait. It's a sign solely for the purpose of promoting the TV show. Hang on. Emma, I appreciate the offer, but I design my own stuff. Yeah, it was still real, yeah. This is why just making movies to promote these shows is not a good idea. I think which is how you Train Your Dragon actually works very well. Because they didn't have that in mind.
はしゃぎすぎたか。そこだ。やっちゃったか。
Chain there.
うん。まあ、アイスはおいしそこだ。音楽があるもんね。
Yeah, from the 2000s. Yeesh.
遠慮はいりません。見せてみなさい。異論は聞き届けました。異論はありません。
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give Morgan some satisfaction. Plus, I'm kind of annoyed with overall with that invincibility buff.
迷ってしまいます。まだ満足できません。私もです。
水着も着れたし、ラッキーだったかな。
普段は当然すぎて何も感じませんが、喝采も悪くはありませんね。
Can't wait to actually get done with this Mystic Code. It's like, probably can get done with like, pretty much about most of them. Should be done with it in about a month, thankfully. Well, you didn't even try to hold back, so this is how workaholics with no sense of humor fight. Oh well, I guess this is how I meant to be. The bigger the fire booms, the faster it will live forever. We didn't even get... Yeah, I think they probably, the cast looked at the script and was like, yeah, no, fuck this shit. Overall spiritual horse is finished. That can't be right. I'm sure I held back. Please, can we just forget this ever happened? Don't worry. It's probably one of his games, huh? Do you really think it could get that? Wait, that easy? Huh, you figured it out, man. You're no fun master, Shadia. Sorry about that, Master last time. I was just jesting. As you can see, I'm toyfied. Thanks for holding back. Still, you might be a little too earnest for your own good, Mash. Don't let any bad fairies deceive you next time. Thank you, I'll be careful. When you say bad fairies, you mean like the one that attacked the city? I believe she called herself Kataku Mikokure. Oh yeah, that was only using fairies as an example. But as you can guess, she's the biggest, baddest fairy out there around there, isn't she? But that's different from right now. You're wondering what to make for ServantFest, right? Right. Everyone's always said they don't know what to draw because they are so unfamiliar with this genre. Oh, well, there's something hard about it. They're all just taking it far too seriously, not like you often do, Mash. This is code restriction isn't limited focus on King Arthur. It's just being about Artoria, right? Then all you have to do is explore all the possibilities, come up with all sorts of different hypotheticals. Like, what if she had stayed as squire instead of becoming the king? What if she were to reincarnate as a modern day age? Just take it what you think it would be fun, and try it with Artoria. And take the rest of the fairies who were just talking to me. You don't apparently have to dig deep and find some real truth behind Artoria. Yeah, I think they're running out. It's like, yeah, they're right. Now I think of it, the such disease actually exists for animations. I'm starting to think that. Yeah, I think basically animation studios have Dutch disease, where instead of like being a resource, it's an IP, where they're just constantly over-investing in the same IPs over and over again instead of like investing in new ones. Though of course, if you have any clubs that love doing deep dives into their subjects, you don't have to stop at them. And the problem is, unlike materials like oil and coal and tulips, there's like no real, well, actually coal and oil, there's actually no real like tangible downside to actually running out of ideas or running out of the materials. You can just make whatever. The problem is, some of it isn't even good. My point is, people should be free to create whatever they like, as long as it's not basically slander and defaming anyone, of course. No, he's actually telling the truth here. a bit. Oh, but maybe keep Shakespeare out of this. You just go right back to picking fights with John the Ark. I see, so should we talk about this theme as a anthology rather than having it to focus exclusively on the original works? Just explain to the quote. I'm sure they'll understand. I can even talk to him myself if you like. Yeah, it's better we handle it than have him. I'm curious what you think of ServantFest, though, Oberon. Well, it's a strange question. Do you really need to know that now? Even so, it's very likely you ask. Okay, since you want to know about, I guess I can tell you. Objective, well, but Megamind 2 is worse than Kung Fu Panda 4, but that movie made you hate even more bad. Damn. I love it how something sucks worse, but yet doesn't piss you off more than Kung Fu Panda. That takes talent. Let's see. ServantFest is a way of continuing tales after they ended. They make the failed dreams to come true in the new and different ways. Although I wonder who has the most talent in basically creating that paradox. The people that made Megamind 2 or Kung Fu Panda? Let's imagine a never-ending story. Who would want that? The only problem is it's so bright I can't even get quite close to it. Hey guys, I'm back, and I don't have much luck. Oh, did something happen while I was gone? Match looks like more optimistic, and last seems lost. And you seem incredibly conflicted about something Dracosac. Oh no, we're fine. We just ran into some stranger who helped us show us a way forward. He suggested we... Okay, so you don't have to stick to King Arthur then. As long as Artorias shows it still follows the rules. Well, Kung Fu Panda 4 didn't have a $1 budget. Yeah. Although, something tells me I think the executives might have been more pissed off than you for Shekel. Because it's like, they wasted all that money and they have a fucking flop. They're like, what the fuck just happened? Although, they'll probably be pointing fingers at anybody but themselves. Right. It may still not be ending Ghost, but I think this gives us a fighting chance. Indeed. For example, we can make a story about the King of Knights who also associate a noblewoman and a casino owner. Well, I suppose that version of her is like that already exists, but still. You still say associate Ortoria, huh? Time to come up with lines. The mice must strike while the iron's still hot. Let's head back to the Chun Tay right now, and we'll tell everybody this new idea and help them come with lots of wonderful Artoria books to share with the world. Huh? That's what you're talking about, hmm? Well, were you always like to smash? Really passionate at the round table. They're created Artoria books. Okay, raising one. I'll do like the single bar ones. Hey, Whitney, how goes it? Master, do you remember my name? Sure do. You do? Oh, I'm so glad. I don't think I've ever been happier in my life. In fact, I'm so elevated, I might keep riding this wave on the way to heaven. Yeah, let's not do anything hasty. Don't disappear on us! I'm joking, of course. It's me, your friendly neighborhood. So. Also, you're cool, cute, beautiful, stylish, noble, and extremely technically adept at so. That's right, it's me, Master. Who and so? Now please allow me, who and so to recap everything that transpired thus far. It's been some time since the last Georgian club, Euroshiku Mountain Ling was formed. They have become fairly proficient in putting out books and earned a solid fan base in the process. I also love how Creamhill's looking like that. I kind of want to read that book. Truly an age that's springing up upon us. Or so we thought. Yeah, I wonder if it's her and being like awkward with Siegfried. What are we going to do? Good question. That's right. At the moment, the Anti-ServantFest Alliance Club, Yuri Itsu Mata Ling is suffering from severe writer's block. Yeah, I haven't seen it. I heard what sucks is like, yeah, maybe I'll just stick to one. And Megmine 2 is just some weird alternate canon shit. Yeah. Yeah, I think I definitely have a good respect for myself. Maybe I'm gonna like use it like as a trick or something to like punish him for some odd reason. Okay, here she can be mountain room. The headquarters were one of the biggest clubs around with 108 members. Over 100 members, you say? That's also the most promising. I expected they will be the greatest ally among anti-ServantFest alliances. Big Bear Kosaka is something wrong. Knock down the door. There you don't. Oof. No, everyone here. Oh, hey, if it is the master and company. Leader? Hey, it's Leader. Are you here to hang out with us? Oh, I see you're friends too. Welcome. Thank you, Elisa. It's good to see you doing well. Hey there. We just stopped by to make sure everything's okay. I'm sure you're probably still just working out the plot and drawing the rough drafts, but there's anything we can do to help, we're glad to do it. Hey, that's so really nice of you. No wonder everyone's been saying you're such an awesome editor. As a matter of fact, there's something we could use your help with. Come on. That's right. Your Shikubu battling is a huge trouble. It's a great crisis that we ever face. Is it? It's not that bad. Oh, I guess it's not bad. We just a little trouble, then a little. Any good editor that knows the artist since the downplay their problems. So then, when you say little, you really mean big, right? What's going on exactly? It's our main artist. Well, so she's well. How do I draw this? In a bit of a slump. Slump tongue. Yeah, Master, you saw that. No, Bearsmith's gonna kill me. Stay with us! Calm down. You're not leaving this yet. There. Calm down, Yuan. So yeah, as you see, Ellie's been having to console Yuanzao to like this pretty much every hour. Oh, I feel comfortable already. What the heck? She's so pretty, but so pathetic. You usually see a grown woman. Don't see a grown woman crying on a child's shoulder. You gotta understand, she's still only had the mental afford to a 5-year-old. Actually, this may be more of like a 3-year-old's. At this point, even though she's actually anything but dainty, she's so as fragile as a Sahehus. So we wanted to make a dojo to help with the rebellion, but we can't seem to make any progress. I see. I only see the 3 here. Where's the rest of your club? We would expect all 108 of you to be in this room at all the time, but with so many members, I would have thought your HQ would have had a little more crowd than this. Well, that's because most of our members are just ghost members. Ghosts? I mean, it would have been too sad to call ourselves Mountain Lane with just a few of us, so I got a bunch of people to sign up in name only. I get how you feel. Well, we do have some members that are part of our ghost too, but even counting them, we still have fewer than 10 people altogether. Oh, there's an expression for this sort of thing, is it? There, smoke and mirrors. You guys there. Yeah, okay, I feel calmer now. There. Can't help but notice you're still getting your head stroke. Helps me mentally relax. I don't know if I say you look relaxed so much as deflated, but then, I guess that's fine. So, where exactly do you get to hang up? Alright. Your Shiku Mountain Lane has never been focused on any one particular genre. We're mostly drawn to whatever we feel like drawing. Thanks to that, we are able to come up with some ideas for an autorial genre in Dojo 2, and we ultimately decided to go with the romantic comedy. I don't know anything about the romance or comedy. Me neither, to be honest. Oh, Master, I didn't know you were here too. I've been doing my best to help with the dojo, but I'm afraid I haven't been much of use. I know that's partly my fault barreling ahead with a genre we're all unfamiliar with, but still. I see, so where are you getting stuck? The story, the characters? Romantic comedies are all about emotions in each scene. Even if the plot drags a bit, your story structure is unconventional, so you should be fine as long as the main characters end up smooshing at the end. I mean, really, if it doesn't end that way, it's not really a romantic comedy at all, right? And done right, the kind of ending can provide just as much service as a classic blow up the enemy base scene in a Hollywood action movie. Alright, then how about we try out and see for ourselves? Hey, a romance monster. They're so good. Should have a seizure. That sounds familiar. Talk about high maintenance. I see. Okay, I got a good hand on your R's particular traits now. The more awkward someone is of love, the more they care about romantic comedies. Once they get past the block, I have a feeling that they might end up with a masterpiece. I guess the biggest thing we're stuck on is the characters. Characters, huh? Hermione, what should we do with the Hermione? In action, so you need to focus on making battles tense and exciting. In a thrill, you need to focus on the realism and mystery. Of course, the characters are important in those kinds of stories as well, but yeah, if you just focus on those aspects, it'll end up an entirely different genre. But romantic comedy is all about Hermione. If she isn't cute, the whole thing will fall apart. And I don't just mean outwardly. The cuteness of personality is just support, not more so. Basically, she has to be cute enough that all regards are right. That the reader themselves fall for. God, I thought this was maybe easy, but I'm thinking more about it's actually feels difficult. It's something really tough. I can't think of a single idea. I think I may be too young for this sort of thing, at least, yeah. Well, just wriggling our hands isn't going to just get us anywhere. Do you have any idea thing you could show me? Well, we do have a very rough draft. This looks very good to me. Yay, thank you. But this is all we have so far. It just feels like it's missing something. Hey, I want to see too. What do you think? Anything you like about it? From what we got here, I think we have to go with her. The most beautiful girl in the class who is generally nice to everyone, excels at sports and effects of light, and gets asked out more than anyone. She doesn't have the to work hard behind the scenes to achieve her success, however, so she's a natural. And then you have the beautiful, elegant, refined girl, like that thing, the unremarkable protagonist in a wonderfully wholesome fashion. I love it. This is exactly what you want for an authority genre story. Well, her self-affirmation is off the charts. Well, that's the version we discard. Huh? Someone like that might be unstoppable in real life, but she would completely turn off in a romantic comedy. King, I can say for certain that I'm a complete turn off myself. Yes, I definitely speak from experience here. Now she's broadening herself out. Well, anyway, I agree that that was the right call. And so, a story like that wouldn't have enough drama, nor does that really bring out your strengths. Like, well, huh? You want me to know what I think? Well, maybe it could be an authority who adores a protagonist and goes about seducing him with pure sexual appeal. Seduce sexual appeal? What do you think, Master? I'm not sure that would be believable. And just what's that supposed to mean? Think clearly before you answer. This could be more. Maybe we can get back to that topic later. What do you think, Yang Queen? A good admirer, huh? Maybe a Yander type who kidnaps the protagonist and keeps them all to herself. That sounds like an extreme version of Kiyohime. You go in that direction, huh? I'm not a big fan of yanderes that go too far, but half-assed yandere tends to be pretty boring. It's all about striking the right balance. Let's table that idea for now, too. What do you think of about you, Hong Beihu? Any ideas? None, sorry. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Well, some are classic Hermione tropes that come to mind are the old-fashioned charming tsundere and the unpredictable kudere. I get what about Hermione like Lord Songjing? Lord Songjing, huh? They were perfect as a leader, but as a Hermione, I'm not sure. Yeah, Hermione who's equally nice to everyone is also Hermione who doesn't give anyone special treatments, including the protagonist. So it's not every day that Ellie comes up with ideas, so there may be something here if we explore it. Let's table that idea up for now, too. Yay! I have an idea, if I may. I do, too. So do I. Quests. Okay. Oh, that's it?
今の進行状況は南国ある情熱はパッション理性はインテリジェンス 進行状況はこんな感じかな。いっぱい食べてエネルギー充填だ。
It strikes back. ServantFest Day 3. Okay, but it would be even. You might not have thought this all the way through. Your plan is just bringing them refreshments and errands, but they can't really stop themselves from asking advice. So now that you're working 5 times as hard as the last ServantFest, it's too much for one person. And then there's a singular investigation BB asks you to handle on top of all that. Focus on you still focus on not on helping the Alliance, Dracosai. Whatever the singularity peak may be. My intuition is telling me that there also need to make sure that ServantFest succeeds in order to close this case. It's a 2.5 and well, they're lucky it isn't like Street 2 or lower. I've heard something whole thing. It looks like they're finally made sign to sign. There we go. They just cracked their doors lock like it was nothing. Who goes there? Hi, Master! My art business is all taken care of, so I'm back. Oh, Master, you're here too. Hi. It's me, Chloe. I'm come here with Master to help solve this case. I see, you said the art business of yours is all taken care of now. Just so you know, it is a very, very long story. Oh, God. Someone's at the door, Ilya. Do you order room service or something? Maybe it's the housekeeper. Coming! Chloe, wow, you're already here. How did you find the room? I thought you were going to text us when you arrived. What kind of a response is that? Well, I guess it's partly my fault for not meeting up with you as soon as we got here, but still. Anyway, to answer your question, I got your room number from Jack. Alola, and aloha to you too, Miu. That's lower than even Disney's worst movie. What did Disney's worst movie get? Aloha, Koi. I'm glad you're here. I'm jealous that you and Ilya both have some spiritual origins now, since I still don't, but I won't let that affect our friendship. Anyway, we're just about to go on a Jeep tour. Want to come with us? A Jeep tour, I liked it. Like the kind we see in filming locations here at Alcom. But first I need to take a look at your current draft. Don't worry. And don't forget how we agreed that you two would work on our book. And Lulu Hana while I get our reference material. So we can make sure that to participate in the ServantFest this year. Also, I know that this island is now called Waiatoria, and that has been weeks since we first got here. If you're talking about anime movie. So, you got to be the one with the draft by now. I know we originally agreed on 32 pages, but knowing you two, and won't be surprised if you're up to 120 by now. Right, I guess. We might maybe discuss something like that. But you know, traveling is always unpredictable, so there's so many things to do in the tropics. So it's very, very hard for you to say this, but... Oh. No, every Irish bone in my body telling me bad news is good. It ain't working. Yeah, don't tell me you haven't even started inking it yet. That's right, here it is, our script outline. It's a list of all the recommended stops in a laboratory or something like that. Script outline, this is even worse than I imagined. Let me see your desk. Okay, good. Everything's in place for drawing, but... You still haven't drafted a single page! What the hell you were doing last time? You too, Miyu. I knew you can't possibly resuscitation left on her own. That's why I had you go with her. What could be more important than enjoying a vacation with her? Yeah, you kind of messed up here, Chloe. You took the responsible one. Thinking the responsible one on paper would keep someone like Ilya in check. The problem you overworked is that they're practically girlfriends. So also, I want to only do background art, so without a rough draft, there's stuff I can do. After we first reset, we thought we had a hard time to relax and enjoy ourselves. And before we know it, it was the day. I'm so sorry, I promise to take this seriously just as soon as the next reset happens, so please let us go on our Jeep journey today. Jungle Book 2 had a 5. 5.3. Damn, that's actually bad, really bad. When the Jungle Book 2 is like pretty much almost mid in comparison. You two are absolutely unbelievable. Did all those strawberry parafats just rot your brains or something? Oh yeah, grab your notebook and sit down. Here, me, you make us some tea. Forget about the cheap tour. I'm going to be lecturing, going over the next steps in extreme detail for the rest of the day. Yeah, I feel sorry for both of them. Who can really blame them? Hunchback of Notre Dame has a 4.2 as a 4.6. Oh yeah, I read the plot on that. Kind of weird how basically the Hunchback is basically in love of a goat. So you put Miu and Ilya under house arrest. No, they both seem generally sorry, so no, I wasn't quite that hard on them. All I did was calmly, realistically, and only slightly super... Man, we go over what they could accomplish in 3 days. So we all say here. They both agreed to my proposed schedule and everything. So leave it to me to manage the schedule and oversee production of our 4 hours. Really, that's the whole reason I came along in the first place. Of course, I won't be able to help without your investigation, but I'll do whatever I can to help on this end. Even though there was a second. Maybe that should be a good thing. It should be a good thing to have people don't know that there's a crappy sequel, so that way it doesn't ruin their views on the first movie. Good luck, Dracosahawk. There's a lot of strange things happening on this island right now. Okay, attained by gain 3 Dodojin. Red Dodojin of Atlas, notorious too. Let's table this one too. Do you know you're coming up with over 100 character designs at this point, right? You really need to make a decision. At this point, you might as well have 100 different Dojins. Yeah, you're right. Although narrowing down our choices might make it easier, but even doing that is turning out to be a hell of a tough job. There's so many possibilities now that I can't even tell what's a good and right looks like anymore. Yeah, you pretty much triggered that one effect where basically it's like too many choices and you don't know what to choose. Guess it's just coming up with these ideas is enough. Man, there's so much more than anything I realize. Like they say, too many cooks spoiled the broth. That's very wise, Alicia. Hinting. Still, that leaves a good question. Leaves a question of what we're actually going to do, though. Should I put up a vote? I'm not sure that helps, since there's already we're pretty divided. Oh wait, what if we took a survey? Maybe we could ask people to vote on which type of story they like to see in a rom-com. Wouldn't that have limited? We won't have to limit just surface or masters either. We could just ask humans and fairies in this single way too. Analyze the market to learn what people are looking for is pretty nightmare and pretty legitimate tool for an artist. Survey, huh? I like it. If we can't decide for ourselves, maybe crowdsourcing is a good way to go. That'd be one thing if we knew what we wanted to make, but we don't. Free to be free to unbelieve it. There's a third one. It's seen the sequel, which is supposed to be like a Christmas one. Yeah, I suppose so. I can't really think anything on what to draw right now. So, what does everyone else think? I think it's up to you, Hanzo. So, we're just here to help whatever we can. Ellie, Alright, let's try taking a survey. Well, up to. That would be great, thank you. Understood, then let's figure out what we want to ask. Alright, let's time for the rebel comment. Glorious Shikibu Mountain, allowing to mobilize. Let's do this, Master. Right on. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I didn't know there was a third one. I thought it was just two. I know, I only saw the second one as a kid, so it's like probably been forever. I didn't really, I guess, invest as much. All I know is like, just play Kingdom Hearts, just basically, there was, basically there was, just the second one at the most. And the first one was so good that I got, that Beauty and the Beast got featured twice, basically. Survey. Take a survey. Well, Kingdom Hearts 2. Although, now I think of it, yeah, it sounds like Beauty and the Beast 3 definitely suffered from the effect where the third movie is like always pretty much bad for the most part. You'll be doing us a big favor if you answer our questions. Okay, let's see. Which of these Artorias Seekers he is, Okay. Maybe this one? This one, I guess? This one, no question. Okay, we got the survey results. It looks like the vote is pretty defined. Now, what do we do? Oh man, you're right. Yeah, it looks like the opinions are split right down the middle. First, we in second place have the almost the same amount of votes. So, if we are going to choose one Hermione from this list, good idea. Oh, come on, Master. You really can't think of anyone? Your decisiveness is one of my favorite things about you. Exactly. For example, you'll never be able to choose just one of us, right? Huh? You have no problem making that choice, though. Oh, come on. That can't be right. Huh? Stop. Don't be like that. You're supposed to agonize over this decision. Yeah, everyone knows that in these kinds of situations, the protagonist is supposed to end up choosing everyone because they can't pick just one. So, don't you dare choose! There was a called Belle's Magical World was suspended because it's anything but bad. Animation looks like a PS1 game. Okay, now I have to see like how this looks. Pick just one. Let me check. Actually, I'm gonna like look at it. Let's check for an image. Yeah, it looks like a cutscene for a PS1. Yeah, but yeah, I can see what you mean. That Beast looks really off along with Belle. It's like, what is up with these? Well, these are now like look like sock puppets, really. Yeah, what do you mean? Just look at the moment. Okay. Definitely check that out when I'm off stream. All of them. Because unfortunately, like, I'm like, don't want to get caught with YouTube's thing. Alright. Hi, it's me. Alicia, the nine-tailed tattoo dragon. I know this is kind of sudden, but I'm going to narrative the next part. Thanks, Lee, for your superlative idea. Just two for all of them. Your deductions is finally beginning to take shape. Alright, we're going to take some pictures to use for reference. We brought plenty of different outfits for you to wear, too. Thanks for helping us out. I still don't like it, but I guess this is all part of the job. An hour and 30 minutes. So basically 90 minutes you will not be getting back. Oh, and Han Zhao also wants you to pose appropriate in each outfit, since those are a big part of the characters. Let's see, for the first one, we want you to pretend to be a tsundere childhood friend. Who it really means it's when she says things like, I don't like you at all. Is that a good idea? But people actually like a character like that. Esther said, don't worry, as long as we take enough shots, we sure will hit our target. Also, Artoria, have you seen Jalter? Yes, I've never seen someone like so confident about leaving things up at the fate before. Well, we do have plenty of shots to take, so let's keep going. Makes the live action movie look like a masterpiece in comparison. Wait, didn't the live action movie not do as bad? Phew, okay, I'm done with my guess list. Man, this is really summarizing to see the same character. Try different artists. This has been really educational for me too. Alright, thanks. Anyway, here's my take on Percy Taku or Toria. Complete with glasses. I think it came out pretty good, no? I found this very educational too, just like Betty. Oh no, can I say something? Don't you think it's a creepy way this Artoria sneaks into a pregnant's bed to gaze at their face while they're asleep just because of how much she loves them? What? Kyo! Kyo, all places to say, all persons saying this. I don't think she's the one to talk here. It's really is that really heroic behavior? Really? Lord, Yankwig, why are you holding a mirror up to me? Oh, you know, you just kind of seems like you need it. Yeah, I'm a film of like, Kyo, you're not one to talk. I love you, you're a good waifu, but yeah, you need to be called out on the hypocrisy there. I tried drawing an Artoria who gives everyone blessings of invincibility. Or are they their friend or foe? That would make it a good Hermione. Make Hermione's life a lot hard, would it? Yeah. Thank goodness she doesn't really exist. I definitely won't want an ally like that on my team. Hermione or not. Ouch. Did you have to be so blunt? Although, if it was the protagonist, I would have to agree. Blackbeard, but weren't you exclusively a reader, not a career? Of course I am. That's why I turned on your crest at first, but then I can reproduce what I can see accurately, but I cannot do more than that. So I decided to accept this quest and make Blackbeard's dream come true. The Hermione of my dreams can be drawn with a credible talent like this. I'll gladly sell my soul to the devil! No, I'm good. Man, that piece even like wants to pass on Blackbeard's soul. Seems like the devil doesn't want it. Oh, come on. Can we work out a deal? How about 3900 QP? That's surprisingly restrained. Here's my fish trap. Oh wow, that's incredibly mechanically accurate illustration. Although, I do wish her face was a little sexier. But I guess that's a lost cause. There's a movie called Kirk Cameron Saving Christmas as a 1.3. You might be able to save Christmas, I sure yeah, save this movie, that's for certain. Don't hold me back, Master. Although with a score like that, I don't even know if he even saved it in the movie. Alright. Alright. We have that to do, and then... Okay. So we got pretty much one deduction. Okay, there's blocking, there's this. Alright. Best in the festival. A prescription that teaches the importance of health. 1. What? You used to treat patients by having them drink Ushu? That's quite unusual method. Tell me more. How much did you give him, and how did you administer it? What diseases did you treat with it? Oh, of course I'm happy to share. When you get to be my age, just mean youngsters who want to hear what you have to say is enough to make your day. You can take notes, Doctor. That'd be great, thanks. If this, Ushu method turns out to be an effective form of treatment, I'll have to write up a proper report and share it with the rest of the medical world. Indeed, spreading correct medical information is why we're here after all. Unfortunately, as far as our club activities go, we still are no better than we were before. It doesn't matter how much medical information we collected if we don't have any chance to announce it. So this up, bye-bye. Pardon the intrusion, everyone. I'm Mash Kuru, a professional assistant, and this is... Nice to meet you all. I'm Artoria Caster, but because calling Akis for sure. Oh, if it's a master and Mash. How nice of you two to pay our club a visit. Unfortunately, as you probably know, our club is having some difficulties right now. We put this club and medical professionals together because we thought making a junction at ServantFest would be a good way to share valuable medical information with the world and promote the benefits of healthy living. I never thought things would turn out like this. Seems ServantFest is much less hostile to freedom of expression than I originally intended to be. Of course, innovative treatment methods have always faced persecution thanks to outdated societal norms and interest in those in power. So this design isn't anything new, but it's still disappointing. Movie called Daniel the Wizard. It has a 1.2. Do I even want to know about this? Please don't misunderstand. This isn't ServantFest used to be like. During the last one, everyone has so much more free time. More free and relaxed. And every day was like a festival. And with the sense of liberation that comes down to being TropCon, I really felt like anything was possible. I see. So this singularity seemed pretty liberating to me. But the last one must have been like a live year. Oh no. In terms of liveliness, it was about the same. If we anything, this singularity feels like it's even more excitement. I'm sorry, I couldn't have tried to compare them in terms which is better. Makes the perfect sense that things would change for a sequel, or where it's for a manga game or anything else. Me in charge of the Waitoria may have stricter rules than Luhana, but that just assures everyone's safety. The last festival may have been a lot more chaotic than this one. But there are advantages and disadvantages. The only reason that anti-ServantFest Alliance came about here is because they refused to accept a general restriction. And now that the Organization Committee has recognized the grievance as legitimate, if any alliance of Choshi gets a high enough ranking during the final on day 7, they'll agree to rescind that very restriction. That's ridiculous, Richard, huh? I understand your point. Although, I really told you, there's no way we can make a Choshi under these conditions. I know, that's why we came to see you today. We found a solution. Evil Saxons want to kill Daniel, the third runner-up for the German idols. No. I think this is a German movie. As you know, The only acceptable genre this year is Artoria. I know you may feel like this restriction is a bit too much limiting, but... I see, so that's what you meant. You're saying that we have room for interpret this restriction as a way to suit our sensibilities. Perhaps we have been overly focused on the world genre. Fine, maybe we have the room to reevaluate our treatment methods for this conference. In that case, why don't we start over and think about the problem again from the beginning. Now, it seemed like especially opportune time to do so, seeing how Master and the Skip Patriots were even much present for this for our first discussion. So, what kind of book were you all looking to make in the first place? We're going to make a manga about the importance of staying healthy. Things like children who don't brush their teeth regularly get cavities, but those who do keep all their teeth in good condition. Especially if we want to make a book that would teach people about taking care of themselves just by reading it. Just have Artoria be However, when we were told that the theme had to be all about Artoria, just have her basically direct it. We decided there's no way we can make that kind of book we want and gave up. I love the idea of a book to help a great teach people of a good value of health. So it sounded like a modern-day manifesto, which is why I decided to join the club myself. So told that we can no longer make this kind of book we want. Well, I don't know what we do about that. Know your purpose. I was told that the great manga can touch people's hearts and minds like nothing else. That's true. That means there's a great way to practice a new kind of brainwash. I mean, way of influencing people. Knew it. Oh, yeah, I figured as much. If this is supposed to be like a comedy, yeah, it's definitely not helping the stereotypes that Germans are bad at basically being funny. Good. Yeah, I just need to figure out what this... Although now I'm like curious. I need to actually research that stereotype and see like how that actually came about. Damn! Yeesh. Allow me to ask more basic questions, so making it more accurate and secondary current symptoms. What is a genre anyway? That's a good question. I think you could say that. Its heart is a type of categorization. So I suppose there are also situations where the word synonymous with subject matter or theme. Basically, whatever work with our focus determines the category that falls under. Something like that, I think. But the themes are something, are also something you can see directly. You definitely don't see many books taking a page to explain exactly what the themes are. And if a reader thinks a book is expressing a certain theme, then it is regardless of what the creator originally intended. I see. So, while themes certainly do exist, they're generally determined by what each individual consumer brings to the work. I think you touch on something very important in your question, Miss Nightingale. Something that may just what we need to get past this hurdle. Indeed, genre or theme? It may definitely exist, but the genre or theme is far from being set in stone. Which in case... You're laughing at... What you're laughing about that. You're hardly laughing at that. What is so funny about the idea? Don't worry, Dr. Septis is just as a mild episode. It will go away on its own show world. And if it doesn't, I'll nurse it back to health myself. Now, let's just wait and see what happens. I see. So that's the ticket. If that's the case, I know exactly what I need to do. Why are you looking at me like that? And why did you just take out that sharp and shiny looking knife? Wait, is that a scalpel? Did you just want to show off your fancy blade? Maybe you should have talked to Murmurus instead. Okay, yep, the doctor's gone nuts. You're my servant. The battle! If you never hear, oh god. You know, Jackal, now I think of it, you should actually start your own YouTube channel and probably review some crafty movies and stuff. Yeah, you might have some competition, especially since everybody is probably does the same like kind of genre and stuff, but you might actually have some fun, especially since you have like I can see like you have a bit of a huge passion like describing this to me. Although I would probably balance it between old and then also new works. Being in the Nostalgia Critic ripoff. Well, you could probably see it by probably going in your own style. Like, you can still be inspired by it, and you can be somewhat similar without necessarily being a knockoff. Which is... yeah, maybe you even like have probably friends review it and stuff, and then try to help develop your own style. That way you get, so that way when they watch you, they just think of you and then also your content without instantly thinking of Nostalgia Critic. You might be, yeah, like two different review YouTubers, but have different styles, really. Damn, I can get a good hit in with my scalpel. And thank goodness for that. What the hell are you thinking? One moment you're overcome with joy, and the next you're coming at me with, like we're mortal enemies. I didn't figure you for a comment, not like, man, used to mean. Also, I think this merits an excavation. So you're a roll, Doc. I agree. Depending on your answer, I may have to place you on immediate medical observation. I think I get where you're coming from, but let's see where you have to say for yourself. Every con attendee on this line knows that Artoria is the only exceptional runner, which means for this summer, Artoria can end up becoming a common unit. Huh? Oh, now I see. Let me put it to you this way. If you were to write a medical book on a particular kind of surgery, I'd probably use the liters to describe the amount of blood we would need to keep on hand in an operating room, because liters are a unit for measuring volume currently recognized around the world. If I had been summoned in Europe 1,000 years ago and wrote a similar book then, I'm sure you used a different unit of measurement. And I'll probably use yet another one if I had been summoned in Asia 2,000 years ago. The unit itself isn't important. What's important is where the readers of the book get an accurate picture of how much blood is needed. Similarly, in this case, If Artoria is a common theme, that means we can use Artoria as a basic unit of measure. Good point. Where we're treating patients, we don't usually work with ideal values for each individual. Instead, we are typically take the values of a generic adult and male and convert them to the closest match for that of a patient. I see, so here on this island you want to use Artoria as a yardstick that everyone will be familiar with. Exactly, we'll have everything in our manga be about Artoria, including all the characters and medical units. The committee shouldn't have any issue with that. It'll be a pain, but the values shown will be still correct once they are converted. So you're pushing this from a completely different angle now. Yes, this should work. I don't see any problems with it. So when you attack me with 100% good intentions, that's right. If I'm going to use you as a base of unit measurement, I need to know everything about you. Not just your overall height and weight, but the length and the weight of your individual body parts. How much of blood you have, your shoe size. I have to send all the data we need to have an accurate representation for the medical and health related manga. If I could, I'd already really like to bisect you to get a really complete picture. Dude, all you had to do was just have her be like a doctor or a nurse. Dude, you don't need to create a whole new measurement. You had to, and no you didn't. Look around, everyone else is appalled by what you just said. I'm just wondering, how can he make a movie that bad? I guess have a serious case of writer block or just really suck in general at writing. I'm looking at you, Chris Terminal. God. They really made a bad choice pointing them as showrunner. For like freaking Doctor, like just why? Making a Jojin is supposed to be fun, right? Who would want to make a boring old textbook? Wait, you're all keeping quiet now. Just go to pause, but you just feel the exact way he does. Come on, Mash. Dracosock, say something to these maniacs. Logic is impeccable, except yes, I commend you for a credible threshold deduction. And she's right off! Damn, she got away. Well, I can't blame her. If information doesn't get more personal than this for a young lady. I was just about to feel to keep here too. She certainly is a quick 100 feet. What should we do now? She's a talented caster, so it won't be easy to track her down. We already know what we need to put out a book promoting healthy living. That's why we need Artoria to make it. We can't give it up now. Fortunately, there is another way. Twins almost never reject plan spots to make from one to the other. That should be plenty more true for multiple versions of the same person. I see what you mean. There's more than one Artoria out there, remember? Now, let's go make a house call to one of them so we can get the data we need. Yeah, make sure they don't freaking do something stupid. Yes, would you mind if we come along for our own reference? Good attitude. If I'm being honest, I think I'm going to need more assistance than just you, Master. But I won't need all of you. Those staying behind, I'd like you to get things ready so we can quickly incorporate the data into their draft once we have it. I guess this was the home visit. I will too. I will use these the exercise for my own health. The Paracelsus and I will stay behind to get our current draft ready for revisions. While we're at start Artoria analyzing the characters too. Change the energetic boy who wears shorts even in winter has to wash his hands to keep the cold away to AI. And make the girl with a sweet tooth who already is scarred for forgetting to brush her teeth the alti. That's it. I have to have a rough draft revised before you get back. Alright, let's get going. Just see wait, Artorias. By the time we're done with you, you will have every last bit of your medical data in a chart. No patient can keep things hidden from their doctor. word of grandfather advice. Maybe you keep your scalpel hidden until you're close enough to use it. Oh, the door to Lily. Huh? I just had a very bad feeling. Yep, we found one. What's that supposed to mean? Almost sounds like you didn't want us to find her. So this is the youngest Artoria, or at least the youngest looking one. I've checked the records on all Artorias. There are two main types, the base model and the mature model. And this one's physical data would seem to be in line with the base model we need. Oh, hello, Doctor. There's service. How can I help you? I heard you mention something about physical data. But you should know that I still have a very long way to go as a Swordfire. So if you're looking to collect data on average saber class types, I'm afraid that won't be much help. No, it's not that, you see. Now I understand. Well, I'm going to get going then. And she's gonna run. What's gonna run? Wait! Can't publish our book without your data to use as a base! I heard that, Doctor. Please try to understand. I do think your goal is to enroll, but I just can't tell from the other people every last detail about my body. I'm sorry, but I swore a Camelot oath to secrecy. And Lily's running. Huh? Am I just running in circles? There we go. I never tried intimidating Zhong's Chi Min done job before, but it looks like it worked just how fine. Talk about being dared. Well, I knew that this was a strong possibility to try to ditch us after all. Let's just say I haven't lived all these years for nothing. Now, if you don't mind switching out that ribbon for this yellow one. That's not what we're here for. Well, I'm right. I suppose not. Pewee. Hmm? Hey, isn't that... Salter? Hmm? Grown-up me, Salter. Even I'm not sure how to explain our relationship, but right now, it's just my only hope. Huh? Oh, they expect to find another Artoria here. She's even wearing shorts. Just like the AI. It's like she was made to help me with our delusion. Very well then. Let's examine both of them down to the last millimeter. Did you say that before that these Artoria gals are physically identical? If that's true, wouldn't we only need one of them? It is critical. You can never have too much of it. The more the better, I'm sure. Mirror's intent. No, this is not a lot. This is basically unnerving. I have never before felt such a threat as that was completely devoid of malice. But be warned, my sword does not know restraint. I will keep your distance if I were you. Don't worry about it. Restraint here. These people are after our personal information. If we let them have their way, they'll tell the whole world sensitive things like, how many hamburgers do you eat a day, I think? I would say, like, breasts and waist size, but I guess that counts. Well, I suppose I must commend their reckless bravery. Not to even Merlin would dare go that far. Even medicine can be ruinous when taken as test. And it seems I must be hammer justice out of these demons in a doctor's disguise. Yay, thank you! But excessively eating isn't a good behavior, you know. You should probably be at least stop making every burger you get a double. Not my servants. Oh, it's really raining out there. Guess I won't be going to the fair.
消えれば天は目にですね。
体温が
診察します。
よかろう。
清潔。
冷たいのが降るぞい。気をつけ。
多くの笑顔がありましたから。希望を示せ。カリバー。
Oh, that's talking about weak.
どうだ。そこですね。ここから力強く。本格治療を開始します。覚悟はよろしいでしょうか。あなたに治療を進めます。本格治療を開始します。覚悟処置します。はい。
切開してみよう。
消毒。
逃がすか。
見るに耐え。ここから力強く。
入信はいつでも大歓迎じゃぞ。
Okay, so we just needed to pop the bar. Damn, I was so cursed. I had no idea that hamburgers in Hawaii were so much bigger. We have as much medical experience as I do. Quick physical exam, scalpel included. It's enough to gather most data we need. A lot of stuff now is the recording. Height? 154 centimeters. Weight? 42 kilograms. Oh, right. You heard the earlier remark actually helped me realize something. It would be a good idea to include a section or JoJo how many calories one should eat in a day. God. But don't worry, the amount you eat will be listed as 1 oratoria, and we'll just convert it into an amount that's appropriate for the average person. Of course, I can't say yet where that number will be. 0.5 ortorias or 100 ortorias. Huh? That's how you're going to do this? So then my weight will also be... That's right, your weight will also be listed as just 1 oratoria and be assigned other people's weights and our measures against. God damn. Well, in that case, I guess it's okay. So that means they use Lewis as a data as their base, not my own. Very well, I now understand what your demon doctors are trying to do. I'm okay with it. Indeed, my loyalty has served as a standard before, such as when the ancient King Egypt's hand breath was used as a unit of measurement. I'm thinking about it. That way, using Artorias as a unit is not so strange either. Thank you for your cooperation. We'll be sure to give you a copy of our dojo once it is finished. Fantastic, we've got all the data we need. Now, we just need to go back and start drawing. If those committee feels like their cowardly restrictions again hold back. The tide of medical progress are solely mistaken. In the medical field, there's a great deal to gain from sharing the importance of staying healthy with the public. Not kill 2D animation. 3D, I guess. People didn't understand that they're directly responsible for maintaining their health. What would never go see a doctor at all? And now what did he say? Although I had a professor that basically said that basically 3D animation is technically an illusion because it's actually 2D. It's just a manipulation of space to make it appear 3D. That's why it's important to bridge the gap between people, their health and their medical profession. We're mostly nodding along in it. After all, how else am I going to get people to drink Rushu become overconfident, come of gratitude, and feel like they owe me much great debt that they have to do to my every being. What? Well, now I think of it, isn't 3D glasses and stuff basically like pretty much 4D in a way, because 4D is actually space. It's movement. was the last Disney 2D board for Princess Frog. Yeah. Okay, still have a lot to go. Alright. I think I'll do Mordred. Summer's here 1. And after this, I'm gonna actually start farming a bit. Alright, this is a room listed as the Clover's headquarters. I believe this is used just to be Mordred's room, but... Please come in. That sounds like... Moriarty. Hi, Master. It's about time you got here. What took you so long? Moriarty? Oh shit, he's actually here. I can't believe it. See? I told you he would come. Now, what are you doing here, Moriarty? Neat. I'm a member of the Mordred's Cup, Clovers. And this is a room. Is the base of operations we told the Alliance about. Why would I be here? So we both Princess and the Frog and Tango back to back. Yeah, at least they did better than what Konami did when they did like that March of Madness thing, where basically released the 3 Silent Hill games like in the same month. That was a stupid idea. The truth is, I made a prophecy to Mordred that you would be paying a visit. And lo and behold, here you are. Now, do you believe me, Mordred? Fine, fine. What can I say now that your prediction hit the nail on the head? It's still not entirely sure what it is you're talking about here, but never mind that for now. What I want to know is what kind of book you guys are trying to make anyway. A cosplay photo collection with Mordred as the model. Huh? Mordred cosplaying? Come on. What other choice do I got? I already promised I would. This freaking sucks. So you're using Mordred as a toy-like look-alike to make the photo collection? Wait, what kind of photos are we talking about? They don't mean rancy ones, do they? Anyway, this is a kind of a project. It's the last thing I would expect from you guys. How do you decide on it? Well... Alright, you pass. Every nook and cranny has been cleaned meticulously. On behalf of the Normalization Committee, I recommend your skills and master of Shutton Hall, Jekyll. Thank you for the kind words. ServantFest must go on without us, so we're counting on the hotel staff like you to do your part. We all must assure that safety and security attendees uphold the rules and stay true to our ideas. So I'm asking you to continue to work hard in order to help make the Normalization Committee's desire for reality right. Will you? Yeah, sure thing. Saber. I know, okay? I'll do my job as well. Well, I always do. I'm glad to hear that. Take care. Shit, I swear, there's something about that bitch that just I can't stand. I know, but she's not wrong. Besides, you and I aren't a part of the club. She, as she said, our job as a hotel staff is to help support everyone else who is here for certain matters. Looks like a blackout band that plays the main villain in the Princess Frog. character in the Halo series. Besides, you and I aren't a part of a club. As you said, our job as Telestaff is to help support everyone else who's here for ServantFest. So let's just buckle down and focus on doing our jobs. You're always so damn serious, but I guess this suits you. Alright, Beansprout, you know you're the manager, so here, that makes you my boss. Yep, and I'm counting on you to do your part, Mordred. Anyway, I'm going to head back to my office now. Counting on me, huh? Ain't too bad. Ain't too bad, but something about that community just doesn't sit right with me. Oh man, I really want a rebel. Good. You're the giant person I thought you were. Huh? Hi there, Mordred, Knight of the Treasury. Oh, it's you. What are you up to, Moriarty? Scheming? Plotting? Skullduggery? Aren't those all necessarily the same thing? Anyway, I'm not my equipped elderly self. I'm merely here to recruit you. Let's me get right to the point. You should join the Clovers. Huh? Nuts? My job here is at this hotel, and I don't got any interest in running a race out west or drawing a judgment. That's fine. You don't need to draw a single line. All you have to do is get dressed up. Clovers is making a cosplay photo collection, and I want you to model for it. So what, you want me to put on a cute little dress and be like, oh, look at me, I'm so pretty. Well, tough shit. I ain't no one's dress up doll. Now scram before I exercise your ass for good. Yeah, I seen part of it. And I know that's good. I actually do need to watch it at some point. Oh, what a waste. I didn't think you would be the one to pass this opportunity to rebel. Quite frankly, I'm surprised to find you were actually in a peace-loving knight who would never even dream of rebelling. What was that? The Anti-ServantFest Alliance. You know about them, yes? That's what you're talking about? Huh, what a joke. They're just a bunch of drunkards running their mouth about the good old days. Don't these losers make you think that those are some rebels worth throwing your lot in with? Especially John Alter in all her piss-form statehood. Indeed, the situation is much different for Clover's Ire. We were originally going to put this cosplay photo collection Christian the Fur, but now we're banned from publishing it due to falling outside the accepted genres. Thanks to that, the other members all lost their will to create, and the club is now all but disbanded. Oh man, Flag doing cosplay. I'll pay good money to see that. Oh wait, that's like I can totally see him being way into it. This was short. Okay. Is that a good thing or a bad thing it feels shorter? I would have to have been exceptionally high quality book, but I digress. Remember now is we for sure are going to happen in the future. The future? The nearest future, the one no, 2 more cycles are going to change around here. And 2 more cycles Master will arrive from Shadia and shake things up on Toria in a major fashion. All the abnormalities break out, and the disconnect with the Normalization Committee will reach a fever pitch. When it does, that will be the time of rebellion, a time when great battle between normals and rebels will begin its earnest. Whoa, how can you be so sure about that? You're talking like you already seen it happen. That's it. You're definitely up to something, aren't you? Alright, it's Coronet time. Wait, I'm not going to cause any trouble for myself. This is just a prediction for the future, derived from the highly advanced calculations. Okay, that is good. Like, explain how I arrived at it. That's negative in your book. Okay. Explain how I arrived at, including the formulas they use. But doing so would take about 10 hours. Okay, but yeah, I can actually feel good thing. It's like, I want a movie that's not too long, but doesn't feel too short either, because it's like too short, it feels like it's too rushed. No, you're describing, it doesn't sound rushed at all, which is good. Could explain how I arrived at it, including formulas I use, but doing so would take about 10 hours. Yeah, don't part. Long story short, you're making a prophecy, yeah? If there's one thing in history shown that nothing good ever comes from getting mixed up with prophecies. So you still believe me? Fine, then how about a professional contract for now? Join Clovers and you won't have to do a thing to help. If you ever feel free, like it's won't benefit you, you can leave at any time for any reason. Yeah, alright. I guess I can go along with that. However, no harm should it come to this hotel or set. Of course, believe me, I have no desire to spend this vacation without a roof over my head either. Oh, one thing. That's 2 hours. Okay, I see part of it. I need to actually watch the rest of it. Slayer of the Future Rebel Army. Will you mind if we use your name to represent our club? Our original representative is all about useless right now, you see. Yeah, sure, whatever. Oh, but I don't tell Springspell about this, yeah? I don't need him knowing I'm working a side job. Understood. Then we have a deal. I hope you'll look forward to the time when my predictions are proven right. Jesus Christ, it's really pouring out there. And now, this time's come. Would you agree to Mordred? Yeah, man, it's freaking scary how far ahead you foresee these. Alright, fine. I believe you from now on. Wonderful. Now, Clovers can officially begin working on our Mordred cosplay photo collection. Mordred, can I ask you something? By all means. Are you sure Mordred will qualify as a specific Artoria genre? Of course, remember what Yordo said about qualified Artoria. Artoria's just so great, especially her face. She's superior, upright, bold, daring, all at once. She may seem timid and immature, but she has the heart of a lion. She has all the innocence of a young woman and the beauty of a young man. She has slender, hard-working shoulders, competitive, and unyielding eyes. Now, let's see if we can get the essence of what it means to be Artoria from those words, shall we? First, there's a bold and daring. The heart of a lion. Competitive. Hell yeah, I hate losing as much as I don't even admit when I... You see, Mordred doesn't qualify for... If Mordred doesn't qualify for Artoria genre, then no one does. I ain't actually Artoria though, but as an heir, I guess I kind of am kind of the same thing. I think I'm starting to see what those stories are about Mordred we're talking about. Like, but it really drags apart. Gotcha. Okay, but are you really sure about this? You'd think that the Knight of Rebellion would be disqualified automatically, no matter how much they might look like. I'm sure I was concerned about that as well, but to my surprise, my proposal was accepted without a pushback. Well, I suppose the committee had looked at less than pleased, but the chairperson agreed right away. At any rate, now that it's all settled, I'm going to take Mordred to Clover's workspace. You and your compatriots should come too, Master. I'd like to introduce you to the rest of our crazy cool members. Alright. This is Miss Crane's interior. She made this workspace for us with her magecraft. She said that it's best to have it look familiar. Everyone, stop what you're doing for a moment. Master and his friends are paying us a visit. Oh, hello. There. Thank you so much for coming. Hey, come on in. We got not just Mash, but Dracosoc and Artoria Caster too, huh? That's great. The more the merrier. I have a feeling that I might see you two here. Given what your club is called. Was it that obvious? Yes, I used to be this club's representative. Oh, but this is our member. Master, what are precious suppliers? Hello, Fad. I don't know you were interested in things like ServantFest. I can just go to show. One never knows what fate has in store. Original plan was to make a cosplay photo collection featuring Count Fad. We're going to make all kinds of dashing situations and have him as a model for us in his own intended style. It would make an amazing look. It's ostriches, hippos, and crocodiles dancing That's great. Who will watch that again? Yeah, this actually sounds like it. Kind of sounds interesting. But like, kind of reminds me a bit of Lion King there. Then we were told anything that wasn't Artorial related was off limits. And that was that. I don't know who this AAA person leading the normalization committee is, but they are overstepping it if you ask me. I see, so that's why a club made up of so many goody two-shoes like yourselves decided to join the Anti-ServantFest Alliance despite their lack of motivation. Anti-ServantFest Alliance, what's that? Huh? You mean you're boycotting ServantFest along with Blackbeard John's Multistreamed, right? We are? That does sound like fun, but I had no idea about it. Did you, Crane? No, this is the first time I'm hearing about this as well. Okay, it's not just me then. We just have been working in here all the time, but still. Anyway, we make a whole bunch of cosplay outfits for all the regular attendees. Attendees? That was my idea. Simply, I could not let these two spend their summer squandering their talent and passion. So I talked to the same people I believe would be interested and asked them if they would enjoy ServantFest wearing some kind of Defiance outfit parade. You're far too kind, Kalfad. I can't even begin to tell how deeply moved I am. Grace's always been coming up with outfit ideas wherever she sees people around Shadia. So now we're going to make these outfits into cosplays and give them as presents. They made Fantasia 2000 as well, even though it came out in '99. I think it was celebrate the 2000 because, yeah, it was coming close up to it. Thanks to Kalpat, we are all set to make outfits for many different services, like Charlemagne. So we've been holed up here ever since making these clothes and having the time of our lives. I'm afraid I really don't know anything about this Anti-ServantFest Alliance. I see, it looks like they've been completely cleared of suspicion. Then it must be nice to be a proper human history fairy with such a pure heart. How about you, Moriarty? I trust you have been sitting around twiddling your thumbs. Of course, I've returned with good news. Everyone, Clovis is now ready to assume operations. Our goal is to achieve victory in the Doja battle with ServantFest Normalization Committee. And we're going to do that by making a Tori Cat cosplay collection with our new model. Oh, Moriarty, that's so kind of you. I truly appreciate it. But we're perfectly satisfied. Making outfits along with my closest friends is already more I can ask for. So I'm already gently enjoying ServantFest even without creating the kind of jokes that I dreamed of. That's very modest of you, Miss Crane. I'll expect nothing less. But while you may be okay with that, I'm not. So I'm going ahead with this project no matter what. I want you to prove my organization theories are correct. And I'm going to do so by leading all you towards completing the dojo. Besides, I have a feeling seeing our new model will change your mind. Come in, Mordred. You got it! Whoa. Hey, Crane. Eep! Your face is so close! Mordred just pinned Miss Crane against the wall. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh! Make me some clothes. Now you're whispering here. Am I dreaming? No, the reality. You okay? I love that's great. Is that what you wanted, Moriarty? When you said to pin her against the wall, you didn't want me to knock her through it or anything, right? No, we all done, Mordred. Everything from your speed, your angle, your choice of target. It's absolutely perfect. Gotcha. Alright, no more thinking for me. That should have convinced Miss Crane. How about you, Arbitrat? Yep. What? Your hair, your eyes, your skin, it's all beautiful. What a find. It's not at first sight. I definitely want to make clothes for you. Okay, got it. Now get off my head already. Terrorists haven't had their morale. Boyd, how wonderful. What about you, Kalfad? Will you continue to lead us to your support as well? Of course, if anything. I've been waiting for a long time such as this. I knew you'd be devious, cunning man. So I would also certain up you would come up with an idea. I suppose I take that as a sign of trust in my capabilities. As for me, I too have every faith I would to keep Miss Crane and Habitat motivated in my absence. What seems to have that way? We have acting in concert. Alright, now that all of our members are aboard, it's time to finally get to work. Well, Master, as you can see, this is where Clover's certainly stands. We have refined our technique and with passion, and me overseeing every phase of the project. Everyone, rest assured, our success is all but guaranteed. I swear, my perfect calculations never fail to amaze me, even me. And so, bad Moriarty, extremely confident in his club's chances declared a preemptive victory. But no one foresaw the predicament they would find themselves in several days later. Oh boy. Alright. Oh wait, yeah, that's the wrong one. Oops. That's a, yeah. I think everybody was catching in on the new millennium coming. Also, what's that card parked out there? It must be a delivery. Alright. It's really bad. The story was a hot mess. I didn't see Frozen 2, but I don't think I remember like being bad, or at least hearing about it. I probably need to like double check. Although they're making a third Frozen movie, which yeah, it might end up bombing. Because the third movie tends, like anything, tends to bomb. Or like, do as worse compared to like the second. Although, since the second movie might be seen as bad, maybe it might actually do better than the second. Alright, we are back. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. Alright. Back. Alright. Let's see about upgrading this. Week 20. Okay, summer is here. Gift to the happy infirmary. Okay. Alright. It looks like they took everything in me. Threw it in the dumpster. Eesh. Several days into the Clover's restart. Of all the clubs in the Alliance, the Clover's is the most wholesome, the most motivated, and the one with the most thought out plan. But we still haven't checked in on them in a while. I wonder how they're doing now. We already seemed confident last time we talked. Yeah, it's almost made me feel like he was tempting fate a little. Anyway, the only one way to find out. Knock knock. Yo, Crane! Got another bread refill for you. Here you are, Crane. I completed the 3 priority pieces you requested. Chris, Ben, you've been both been seem so helpful. And here are the newly woven Canberry and satin pieces, along with a little for dyeing if you need it. Well, it's chaotic. But I can feel like the passion from here. Hey, Happy, what were the materials you needed to make me to get again? Hang on, let me just finish up this. Never mind. Me, I can handle this on my own. Go on and help Mordred. Yes. Notified. I'll leave it to you then. Man, they're like working like a well-oiled machine here. Oh, there's so much going on here. I don't know where to look. Oh, hello everyone. I'd like to offer you some tea, but I'm afraid I have my wings. I mean, my hands completely full. How's it going? Well, it's going absolutely wonderfully. I never felt so continuously inspired to create. Okay, Mordred. Here's the next list of materials we need. Got it. Back in a flash. See you later, Mordred. Our shining knight of King of Cosplays. King of Cosplay, hell yeah! Alright, time for me to get back to work too. Oh yes, we can do this. After all, there's something we want to be doing more right now. Well, I can tell you are already very passionate about your respective roles, and that you're really excited about this project. But I don't see that an actual book anywhere. Good point. All I can see are clothes. Aside from that, huh? Moriarty. Senpai, Moriarty appears to be just hanging on by a thread. So burn out. Nah. The schedule. Chloe will be ruthlessly checking in soon. Must report contract, tact, and consort. What? That's strange. My calculation's off. Where are you okay? I think he's probably burned himself out, probably by overthinking things. Huh? Oh, it's you. I'm sorry, I think I lost my conscience there for a moment. How are the others? I see. They're still hard work. Don't understand. Where did I miscalculate? Everything should have been perfect. My schedule was supposed to be a thing of beauty. How could I let this happen? I'm now no better than can't be acquainted that there's a 99.9% chance to win. Please come down more here. Can you tell us what happened here? Well, I hate to admit it, but my schedule was a bust. The Clover's Jojen planets have ended in eject failure. You want to know what happened? Very well. I'll tell you how we became intoxicated with our dreams, and how those very dreams ultimately led to our downfall. And flashback. Maybe it's not doing as bad as we thought. Especially if it's going to make us do a flashback here. And isn't this exciting? Happy Cat? Can't wait. You say, Crane, I can't stop dreaming all the possibilities. Man, it's been ages since I got an outfit tailor. Oh, but don't make me anything too cutesy or frilly. Got that? Oh, I would do it if it's something really special. Don't worry, we're well aware. I promise we'll make you shine a whole new light. Exactly what the kind of clothes you asked us to make. Oh yes, reminds me. We wouldn't be making any outfits from scratch for this project. Huh? We simply don't have enough time. Whatever new outfits you make, I'd like you to do so using your existing assets. You both already have an abundance of clothes to choose from in your own respective wardrobes, do you not? I guess pretty much so. Some of my customers prefer casual, poorer outfits, rather than custom-made ones overall. Yeah, whenever me and Crane have a special moment, we usually use that time to make a new outfit, so we have tons now. Excellent. Then we'll shift through the outfits to find the ones we good match for Mordred and adjust them necessarily. That should help us save a great deal of time compared to making brand new clothes. Which is good, as our time is limited given we must also take and add photos and assemble them into a book, and then print them in certificate qualities. I see. Then that does make sense. Alright. We'll do that. In that case, we better go fetch those wardrobes for Shadia. We got a whole bunch after all. Then you need help. Allow me to assist. You sure? Thanks, Your Highness. I honestly wasn't sure how I was going to carry them all here by myself. If we're going to be a bunch of hard labor involved, I'll help too. I ought to be a good workout. That's the last one. Man, I don't think carrying clothes would be a great deal, but they're pretty heavy when you have enough of them. You guys have made all these yourselves? Yep, sure did. I spun the thread out of Miss Crane's feathers and then did she weave them into a thread into a cloth and turned them into clothes. And after keeping it up for a while, we end up with a small mountain of them. Nice. Alright. I'm the wear the shit out of these outfits. Okay, let's get this fitting session started. Huh, I never worn so many different outfits in one day before. I guess this cosplay something all of that. Good, good. These are turning out just like I thought they would. Come on, keep them coming. I'll rock whatever you throw at me. Oh, don't give me anything really fluffy or dainty. I gotta look badass first and foremost. Hey Crane, don't you think Mordred's... Oh yes, Habitat, Mordred's just... Picture perfect! Such glance of ferocity, such a useful miss. Your every move, every gesture throws my heart into utter turmoil. You're my inspiration, my star, your light is simply dazzling. The modern armor, the modern armor! No matter how far I delve, my reverence for you will deepens into the point where the sun melts the sea. You know what it means, don't you? I forgot how fun it is to voice Crane. I'm a math major, so no. I can't say I do. Don't know what you're talking about, Ivor. I can tell you're the same Ivor White. You're a great mom, Mordred. Oh yeah, I think keep it coming. I'm never gonna say no to accomplish this. Well, Mordred, I'm glad you took me up on my innovation now. Yeah, this is fun. Oh no, it's a little what's wrong? I guess it feels kind of anticlimactic. Like I don't really feel like buying anyone this way. I see. You wish to feel like you're fighting. What's up, Lord Vad? Mordred's statement just gave me an idea. Give me a moment and I'll be back soon. Well, I guess that's okay. Right now, we're still trying on outfits. It's the worst platformer. Oh, they actually made a video game on that. So I take it that's basically Disney's version of E.T. I'm sure this will feel real to you soon enough. Habicat, I just been hit with inspiration again. You two, I don't know what you mean. It's just something motivating about this. What are you two talking about? Have you seen how bright we Mordred signs for the ready-to-wear outfits? So then, if we were to tailor the new outfits for her, just think of how wonderful that would be. Whoa. Let's not do anything hasty. Please listen to me. We have no time to spare. I mean it. Not so whatsoever. I'll even say it in French. No time to spare. Wait, that is still English, wasn't it? It seems that this is throwing me off for a loop, and I realized. Yeah, especially since it wasn't English. I just streamed it. Aw. So we can't make new outfits. You know, maybe for an April Fool's idea, I should stream games. Very awful games with talent. The best games ever! And then just basically throw a fit how frustrating the shit is. Although, the problem with that, though, I don't have a Genesis. Although, I do have a Genesis collection. I could see that maybe they might do a remaster for Fantasia like they did for Gargoyles. Since I picked up the Gargoyles game and people say that shit as a remastered. That's how I feel. I think it's much more for how you so much you desire to create. But if you fail, we'll all be for naught. Right now, we really need to focus on choosing outfits we're going to photograph and working them as necessary. Oh yes, you're right. This is no time for the touching, is it? I understand. I'm back. And now, take a look at this embroidery. Oh, it's a lion. Where did you go? Session? What brought you a car? This is a lion rivet. But well, these threads are actually triply toy. Did you make them yourself, Lorvad? Only past the time. Unfortunately, there's no need for the end of Neo and Fred to be found in this environment. Well, that's awesome. I can't believe you just drew us all with just a Fred. This is some good shit. You like it, Mordred? Then take it. It's yours. You sure? Mordred, young lion of treachery, you were the model for this very creature. Here's somewhere. Okay. I can see about that. Well, the problem with... Hopefully I can find anywhere that doesn't require me to use BIOS. Because... Duck Station, I had to basically use like BIOS from the PS1 Classic. And then for PCS X2, I basically had to rip the BIOS from like one of the PS2s I had. Because yeah, you can have them emulator, but you need the BIOS for some of them to actually function. Although some of them actually just come up with their own custom BIOS. Finally, he's not playing Garble Sorrow. Fuck you, Jake. Also, how goes it? That's your youthful soul that inspired me to create it. Damn, seriously? Oh, okay then. Woo! Hang on. What are y'all talking about? Cloth weaving crane. Yes? The Fred's spinning fairy. Yeah? Doing good. Just trying to get through all this story. Oh yeah, Jake, do you hear what happened with Year? Wish I did report your creative desires. Why not follow our passion where it leads? Even I should take us right to the edge of the pinnacle. Oh, happened with Year. He got suspended from Twitch for a while a week. You mean? I too. I'm in favor of creating a new outfit for more. Yeah, hopefully he gets a repeal because it doesn't seem like the kind of guy that would be doing that kind of actions that would get him suspended. So I don't know if it's like someone took it the wrong way or someone just got frustrated with him. Alright. Hold it right there. Do you understand the time constraints we're under? Yes? I do. And you still want to do this? Are you mad? Yes. What of it? Alright. You are mad, aren't you? Hell yeah, now it's starting to feel like a fight. Can't wait to see what kind of treacherous outfits you come up with. Gladly. No, stop. We don't have time for this. Oh, sorry, Mario. I'm sure I am. But now that we've got a quest, we have to fulfill it. I'm so happy right now. I can feel the sign comes. It just come to me. Quick, push. Quick, push. Well, no going back now. We just gotta have to see this through. Sorry, Moriarty. Don't bother apologize if you're just gonna do it anyway. My plan, my schedule is all gone away. Yeah, at least that's a good thing. It's only a week. But yeah, hopefully it gets it, like, basically appeals it. And you got pretty rough, huh? And whose fault is that? Yeah, don't think you will. And there you have it. Did my best to keep it up as long as I could. But I can only go for so far. At some point, I completely ran out of steam and was produced a deductive object taking up space in the corner until you showed up. Does this sound like you've been through a lot? Yes, well, at least that's certainly true. I don't judge anyone else in the club for the state of affairs. Should have account for the difficulties of managing temporary artists in my original calculations. They are assessed as a chaos personified. That was the factor I failed to account for in my mind. I could picture Claire laughing at this. Alongside that cursed old man. Just the thought of it just sicks me off to no end. You know, when you get right down to it, maybe it was never possible to calculate a sort of thing to begin with. For that matter, maybe my mathematics itself is completely unnecessary in this world. Yes. You really did meant for the winger. I can see everyone's still making close at breakneck speed, but yes, this is going to be difficult. Right now, they're working hard without a clear goal in sight. Mordred ended up completely trancing our two seamstresses without meaning to. It's apparently something about their distinctive form of charisma enables them. Perhaps their desire to cheer such a person on. But the result, Miss Crane and Habertrot have completely lost themselves to tailing their efforts. Yep, I knew it was a bad idea to tempt fate by saying something like, my calculations were perfect. Oh, stop it. Anyway, I'm still surprised how I went this too. Yet, another factor I failed to account for. Well, looks like it's finally calmed down. Perhaps he would have some connection to Mordred I was unaware of. Come on, to think of it, I remember now that he had a younger brother when he was still alive. Well, 3, yes. They grew up together as children, but went on to wage wars against each other as adults. Well, I suppose there's no point in mulling over why a berserker does anything. It's not like there's any way to stop him. So we don't be able to stop him easy then. Can we say we didn't bring this on themselves, but it seems like a waste to come this far and not have a book to show for it. Oh, man. Guilty before proven innocent. Even though it should be the other way around. Good idea. We still have time for our ServantFest is supposed to begin. How can we help them? The course correct from here, Moriarty. Course correct, huh? Well, I thought there was anything an outsider has to say at this point. The only one I say help again through them is Mordred. Should be nervous, yeah. Well, yes, currently, Miss Crane and Habertrot are so focused on the night. It was rushed for the... Yeah, that makes sense. In American, yeah, pretty much. Focus on the night that they would surely tie themselves into knots to please them. Which is the case, they would likely go in whatever direction Mordred says to decide. Of course, I have no idea what direction that might be at this point. I wonder if there's a good idea we just haven't thought of this yet. Well, I say Habertrot definitely is into royal gowns. Finds the party and Miss Crane's die-hard aisle stand. And from that perspective, Mordred seems to like the only one who doesn't fit in. But royal gowns and embroidery both boil down to an appreciation of beautiful clothes, right? And the outfits are a big part of our culture, so the connection is obvious. Senpai, do you just think of something? Speak all four of them. Hey there, I'm the expert. Oh god, Merlin. This is gonna go to shit. Proper human history, Merlin. That's right, Dracosock here. All but begged me to help. Well, I'm a little hesitant to come all the way to the island resort just to wax etiquette on Isles. I can't say no to my hardworking master. So here I am, Mr. Tropical, ready to offer advice. Sounds like this is a possible challenge involves making Mordred into an idol. Right, if it works, we should be able to finish our devotion on time. I don't suppose you have any ideas. Well, if I were in your shoes... Me? An idol? No freaking way! You're no fun. You want me to wear a frilly dress and slap on a fake smile face? I don't mind. I could throw a flower and crown too, if that would help. I got a better idea. How about I make a crown out of your hair by ripping it from your scalp instead? No means no, ass face! What are you thinking, mate? You can't dress up our young lion like she's some tame kitten. Oh, she really seems fired up about this. I think we may be working on different definitions out here. You don't have to dance around like a fake smile to be one. That's right, Miss Graham. Yeah, in fact, you don't even have to wear frilly dresses too. Yes, of course. And one of the greatest things about islands is how varied they are. Oh, my pleasure. The custom isles begin with such great schemes. After the numbers. Alright. Dejected. Okay, I'll do my best. Mordred, you and I are both servants, yes? Yeah. Then, would you say you and I are similar? Oh no, we're practically different species. There you go, just like servants. Their islands are nothing more than a category, and a wide spanning one at that. There are countless ways to be an owl. Some do wear cute outfits. And they smile all the time, yes, but ours are dark and gothic and full of melancholy. Just like every saber wields a different sword, or no two casters are chant the same spells. There are many ways an owl can to be an owl as there are isles themselves. Show me 100 isles, and I'll show you 100 of the brightest stars in the sky. To be an owl is to be invisible, unstoppable force of nature. Okay, I get it. Now back off, the hell off, will you? Be that as may, even if Mordred were to agree, I still fail to see where we hope to gain by making them into an owl now. Morty, where are you? Good grief. Fine, I'll explain this part. Making Mordred an owl will give our book the conceptual direction it currently is missing. Back when the plan was to make a book about you and Vlad. Our concept will show you where it suits, yes? Right now, the three of you are making outfits based on solely whatever whims happen across your mind. But if Mordred were to become an owl, with specific traits of the trails, it would instantly nail down what sort of outfits you need for the book, no? I see, yes, that's very true. What's the stage in front as shows that the clothing will practically design itself? Of course, they would. I come with an idea. I will be producing out since before the internet was even a thing. So, what? The book will get done is on time as long as I give me being an owl a shot? At the very least, the odds wouldn't be zero. Alright, let's say I do this. I still have no freaking clue what I'll be. Any ideas there more? May not know much about us. I do have a very good grasp on what you are. You are the hopelessly defiant rebel mischief who refuses to be confined to any one box. That's your nature. So you're picking a fight with me now? Fine, bring it on. I'll take you on with my sword or my fist if you rejoice. I was just telling you like it is, and your reaction there proves the point. You were born to be an owl. This would be your persona. I don't know. What would even fly as an owl? Pretty much anything, really. I don't know. I do know you have that pretending to be someone you're not won't get us anywhere. You can do this. Idols are all about inspiring people to dream. You can be an out-of-control problem child and still do that. Miss Crane said it herself, right? As long as you shine bright, then you're an idol, no matter what kind of person you are. Just look at your fellow members. They are already entranced by you. Yes, very much so. There you have it. A straight from the expert's mouth. You can indeed be an owl while staying true to yourself. And that means your outfits can be truly aligned with your tastes. Now, what sort of outfits do you want to wear, Mordred? My impression would be the clothes that are easy to move around during the personal time. Where's the fun in wearing ordinary clothes? You got to wear something that inspires the fans. For example, a song dress that flaps around in the big brown waves. Are you nuts? Get the hell out of here with that bullshit. There's no fucking way I'm wearing a skirt. What if you wore spats or the like underneath? Oh. I like the way you think, Marilyn. Sounds like a promising gesture for Mordred's new style. Hey Crane. Can you make an owl outfit like that looks, badass instead of cute? Absolutely. Ah, I can see it now. You're a valiant figure, adored with an elegant, beautiful outfit. That's good. Dude, please, I have an idea how to present your charm in owl form. I see. Alright, then let's give it a shot. Then this aside, our book will be a full collection of Mordred as a fictional owl to capture both their unique beauty and inherent nobility. What do you think, Count Vod? I have no objections, and indeed, I'd like to see this book myself. Most importantly, it has Miss Crane and Habitat excited and raring to get to work. Oh, yes, definitely. No, that's the way. Alright, leave it to you then, and be on my way. Good luck. How do you think you're going? You started this, so you're damn well stick to it to the end. Huh? Without you. I suppose you have a point. I may very well have trouble to fall asleep if I were playing this project halfway though. Alright, fine. Now, that we have a clear direction, may well stick to around to the end. If you're going to put yourselves in for hell, I'll be there to accompany you. Thank you so much. Miss Crane, I'm trusting you to come up with Mordred's backstory. Once you do, I'll use it as my basis for captions I'll write for each film. There's it, I'll put it together the very best story I can. Everett's fertile. I've actually gone through the hotel. Out to West soon, but I will stick around a little longer until the book's done. It looks bad. Oosh. Thanks, I'll do this very same, Moriarty. Yeah, it definitely sounds like it probably rushed if it's like it only takes 5 minutes. Very well, I'm warning you now. This will be my only, one and only diligent excursion. Having said that, I will make sure to do my job perfectly. Or my name is James Moriarty. Alright, here's where the real battle begins. Let's go, everyone. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna think of it. I haven't actually got. Yeah.
夏の装いですが、何か異論はありません。聞き届けましょう。リングガラスに入刀します。後ろです。
It's non-desist. Jeez. Something tells me that's also probably a terrible game to speedrun. But wait, doesn't it work both ways where basically you can avoid getting hit while they also, the enemies avoid? Oh, it's like, oh, fuck you.
聞き届けましょう。 引き届けましょう。外します。それとそれとキャンドルアトラクション、まだ満足できません。私もです。引き視線はそのまま。
なるほど。
虫のように鳴きます。シュガーフェイル
スピーディー。
まあ大胆。ご用件はいかほど。吹っ飛びなさいま
回ってガン
The book is not enough.
遠慮はいりません。格の違いは知りません。はい、NFS サービスです。
ひらめいた。
もちろんお望みのままに。
計算上は数式は絶対だから。
そのように。失礼。こちらの話です。視線はそのまま。リングクラブ。ペカ入刀します。高き狼の槍にならないブレイブリー・イーラルクス。
勝利。実に数学的な戦いだった。君の倒れ方とかね。
Alright, this is the one.
毎日少しずつリソースの獲得励んでいるようですね。あなたの子
Hey, Revolta, how goes it? That's the node right now. It's the best node for farming. Yeah, although I just need to do this real quick, so that way I can unlock the next quest. I just need to go in. I just need to go in his max dollar skills.
コールアバト我が記憶の底より湧き出原初のまた最果ての極限サマークールドズマリ日向の火薬の匂いあがくのですね。ひと夏の戯れ聞き届けましょう。ご用件は気に入りました。 私の手にすがりつきなさい。肉体は溶けよう。魂はこの湖、サマープールドズナ。
Alright.
十分楽し
万能精度が出る。
い。視線を
最高
引き届け
品質でお
ましょう。
届けします。
外します。
さよう。
Jesus. Alright.
では参りましょうか。これが皆様の努力の結果。霊障重工79式敵火対射水クーラセブンドライブ。
Alright.
勝っても負けても死骸は増えるんだ。虫どもが喜ぶだけじゃないか。
Alright, that should do it.
Buster、バスター、クイック、アーツ、これらの達成で作家の皆さん、ステーキの差し入れです。お肉イコールテンションアップだものね。たくさん食べさせてあげる。
Okay, so I'm still have to keep going. Alright. Alright. Okay. Maybe that's good you did too. Well, that actually reminds me. I actually have the Treasure Planet PS2 game.
立ち上がれ。まだ早い。ここで終わることは許さんぞ。
It'd be great if they actually released that for like consoles, or like for PS5 and stuff. Since they're like doing some PS2 classics they're releasing.
食べると理性が上がるのね。あ、本当だ。どんどん頭が良くなっていく気がする。カレーは万能食だったのね。
Alright. Do curry. And that should make it. Yeah. That should make it so I should be done. I don't know. I don't know if I actually even got any of those on. Yeah, that was kind of a waste. Alright.
我が主の道行き、この煉獄ある限り、何者にも阻むことはできん。絶剣無給一戦。
I should have never run worst game you ever played. Damn. I have to make sure to avoid that like the plague.
世の一切を虚空に返す。日月を超えて光を開く。絶剣無給一戦。そうか。なんだって？日月を超える光を、人節を照らし、青き風間を行け。絶剣無給一戦。震え、凍てつき、砕け散る時まで諦めることは許さんぞ。漫画完成したって。早く見に行こう。
Okay. We already had a private video game as well. Shift that to supported help too. To be honest, this wasn't optimistic about our cause odds of success before we began in earnest. But I've been very impressed with the quality of everyone's work. Of course, this is a good drawing. I could operate if I wasn't good with my hands. Same is true for alchemy. These are exceptionally careful when handling samples of and researches. Even a few gains of spill power could have a major effect on an experiment's results. Back then, every movie could be a video game. Yeah, although that reminds me of the Thor video game. Sucked so bad they had that basically stopped them from making any more video games on Marvel movies. I'm afraid I cannot contribute to the same degree as I am only a nurse. But unfortunately, I had this unique medical procedure among incarceration as a group effect. Such we need someone else to oversee operations and maintain a good hygiene, manage schedules effectively. So please allow me to fill the roles. I feel confident I can do after attending there's Chloe's lecture. But I'm sure that I'll be only paying extra close attention, especially with our newest Doctor edition. Yes, good point. He's definitely helpful to the round run, but he's also someone we need to keep an eye on for numerous reasons. Who, me? What do you think I'm going to cause trouble of some kind or something? Perish the thought. Don't be worried about the way I wrote the pressure well. I drawing manga is just like drawing Paris on a talisman. I could probably look into it. It's like the thing is, I have like a big backlog of games I need to do too. There, see, nothing to it. By the way, we're bringing this link over, yes? Does that mean I can fulfill this and with y'all and call it a day? No, you can't. We're sticking it strictly back to black and white. That's so fun! Well, black and white games and events. Like a Star Rails is going to take much... If it's not this, then it's a Star Rails is going to take a lot of my time. Alright, we're done with that final draft. Oh, thank you for assistance, Master. They were a great help. You're welcome. How about the printer schedule? Are we going to have enough time? But needs to play some games. Alright. Definitely see about putting something in like a schedule or something. Not to worry, Chloe had them put aside for shame for us. Just say, their initiative and negotiation skills are easily as strong as an A-rank no phantasm. We should have no trouble getting a first-class version of our book print, even with our significant initial delay. Okay, I got the first batch of copies right here. Congratulations, job well done, everyone. Alright, here are some sample books. Look quick at them and make sure everything's okay. But I liked you guys all to do the same too. They're scheduled to begin praying for real in 3 minutes, so if you see any problems, let me know before then. I cry. I think you mentioned that. Okay, that's all for me. I'm going to check out the other clubs. It's great to see Chloe in such high spirits. Looks like Annie really agrees with her. Excuse me, but it does look... She typically wears sunglasses. Yeah, yes, at least we came here. We'll leave a help her protect her eyes from being bright tropical sun. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're done. Great, just great. We took care to respect your privacy. Read yourself. Oh, well, thank you very much. That is exactly why I'm here, in fact. Alright, let's see. So these are the 2 bonds that seem vaguely familiar in the main characters. Oh, for a story. Make sure to brush your teeth every day and get regular checkups. Chew your food well. Yep, everything seems to be up and up. I hope it says this like this or book. Yeah, I think I did look it up. It's been a while. I might have gained too much weight. Maybe I should go on a diet. Tell me what to do. Professional health? I understand being concerned with your weight, but I won't worry about it too much. Take a good look at this list of average weight by age. That's it? You're not too heavy at all. When did you get here? It's not a list of averages. These aren't necessarily the best weights to give in a person. My point is, there's no need to be overly concerned with how you compare to the average. I want to suggest you use it as a point reference. Furthermore, diet has a shared risk as well, especially excessive dieting. So ideally, you want to maintain a healthy weight so that never is too high nor too low. This is actually more entertaining than I thought it would be. I guess there's room for all kinds of adult manga. I don't know what the numbers like 0.8 Artorias and 1.1 Artorias is supposed to mean. But I guess that's also helping protect my privacy. Yes, exactly. It's perfect, no? Yeah, it's gonna be probably a bitch to like convert to like metric or like to imperial. I can tell you're making a real effort to educate people about this important healthy living tip. It's still a little embarrassing to have my face used for the characters, but aside that, I suppose this is fate. Hold it. What's this appendix on the last page? What? That was close. I don't think anyone else but me would have caught appendix. It's a conversion chart. There. What's with this Artoria conversion table? 1 Artoria equals 154 centimeters. 1 Artoria weight equals kilograms? How? You even have the total calories I consume today. What happened to protecting my privacy? Looks like the jig's up. We made this bunker to promote benefits of healthy living. Although, we have to change the genre to Artoria to get it past the committee. If we didn't provide a way for readers to know what the numbers really meant, there would be no point. So we decided to include them in appendix in the way back in the book. It's technically just a bonus, so you shouldn't dilute in the Artoria theme, obviously. And you really thought this was gonna fly? No, so much for idea. I had a feeling things might turn out like this. So here's not the only shall run! So here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna get rid of this appendix and revise the cover mentioning it. And then you'll be done. Congratulations. Hang on. What do you think you're? Organ pretty. Now your original draft and everything used to make it to dash here and now. Which would you prefer? Got my feet. Alright, you went. Alright. That did start over. There you go. Let's go and know that we're going to revise the cover in the final page. That's it. And don't worry, Doctor. Even if the readers don't know exactly what the numbers mean, this book's educational guide will be valuable. I agree with that. I guess at least I have my way of motivating medical professionals and the arrived conversion units themselves. If that's all I can do for now, so be it. Alright, let's make these the final revisions and we'll be all well done. Good work, everyone. Ten. Yeah, congrats. Alright. Alright, yeah.
あれを集めて南国歩いてるだけで楽しむ情熱はパッション理性はインテリジェンス感情はセンシティブ
I have way more to go, don't I? Yep. I'm sure we have a level 100 one a day. Something tells me you will be able to.
夏の装いですが何か十分楽しみそのようにイノベーションです始めます NHS サービスですイノベーション始めますひと夏視線そのまま気に入りました私の手にすがりつきなさい
肉体は溶けようと魂はこの湖サマープールドスナーはい、NSS サービスです。もちろんものぞく完全配慮よろしくてあがくのですね。今は視線はそのままこの一滴世界せっかくです楽しみなさい。体の魂はほず末子の夢にした状態でしょう。遠慮はいりません。見せてみなさい。
いいね、最高だ。
聞き届けます。
ジャッジメントでございます。
虫のような気持ち
スタンバイスライブゴー派手にやっておしまいなさい。これが玉も重工の優秀兵79式玉もタンクですの。
Done.
仕事とはいえ私も女ですので実利成績そして趣味を優先で楽しませていただきましたわ。
Alright.
南国あれを集めてきたのね。ふん人間って弱いくせに働き者なんだ集まってきた集まってきた。今の進行状況はこんな感じかな。いっぱい食べてエネルギー充填だ。
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to stop. My battery's about low here. Okay, I'm gonna end it here, guys. Thanks for coming in, but stick around. We're gonna find some raid. Let's see who is on right now. Okay, we're showing order. Alright, we're gonna join Meep J. They're streaming right now, doing the story. Can't wait until you get access to Connect. They'll have a AOE Arts Foreigner. Yeah, that definitely will help. Okay. Alright, guys. Have a good one. Good luck with your rolls. And we'll be back here tomorrow. We're going to be doing more of the story. Probably farm a bit off stream so that way we can just get through things. But then have a good one. And have a good one, Morals. This is your Demon Lord, Dracosock, signing off. Later.
Majesty?